again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, me say we eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste my bust a man to statue. Say we like a cash but we got in a figure you. Take this print of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above end up him, I got a pepper. But it in the kitchen, some of fiber like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% free.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our joy, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame. What a travesty. Calls for us to think and think deep.
Mr. Prime Minister, Ministry of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church, is working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and plant this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Loose the church, loose the church, loose the church, loose the church, loose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can a nation do?
Wagwan family, manners and total respect. Now we see tonight, I want to share them video because guess what happened now? Me do some research. Because you and I know so them now come tell me nothing. So we have to research with oneself. So I and I do some research on this Samoa agreement a little bit more. So me have some more information for you guys. And me understand say enough people at Jamaica always say, Chow, uno dey overseas, uno don't know nothing. You know, state of Jamaica business. Remember them days there? When last you see nobody I tell me that? A long time you know see nobody type that in the comment section, you know. So people catch on. So people, We have some more information about the Samoa Agreement. Way more information. It's even deeper than I first thought. Now, let me have a little reasoning with you guys. And I stand to be corrected in my reasoning tonight and this video. Yeah, you know, I saw you go. So, let me tell you when I start pay attention to the direction Jamaica go. Living in California. In California, where it all began, under Obama. This thing, you understand me I say? And me know how things set and how things are go and what it look like. I start to pay attention to Jamaica. Me I tell you several different occurrences. Make me know say Jamaica try go one way. And not just one or two. Several. And listen to Carlos and look, me I put them together for you guys. And you're gonna say, right, you didn't know say that's true. But you never put it together like me. Like this. All right. First thing me see them do, what caught my eyes, is the homeschooling, the tutors, or the government is fighting against homeschooling. Tutors. You can't tutor your people no more unless you have credential. Then me I question myself and then me say, what is this? Me never see this over here, so I nowhere. You can't tutor your youths. When me see that, me never know why, you know. Me never know why. Remember me I tell you, me see that happen. I didn't know what that was all about. All me know me come out with video and me say, why would they come out with such a law? It was the same time them come out with teachers can't teach in a school without credentials. Them just peer everything and just pile up everything in. But them come out and say teachers can't teach in a school with credentials. Something that Michael Manley create that is education revolution. That is idea of revolutionizing education. And we used to see teachers like that in our school who got high school and they'll come back and teach in our early school and primary school and until them get them teaching credential and become a regular teacher, right? That's the nature of our education system in Jamaica. Now, people. Now, so me hear that. And me see them start go off a tutor. Them do video, people I do several video on it. You guys know me who around long time. You know me do video. I hear me a blast. Why would not tear down education, something that Michael Manley create? Yeah? Why would that threaten to arrest teacher? You know, why would we never see no administration threaten educators with arrest? We come out with videos like those. We say, why you not go after tutors before you tell them thanks after the big C, the one that turned their homes into makeshift home and teach you them something. You're gonna pass, you're gonna pay a spitfire after them. We come out with videos like that. You should have asked everybody in the community. Everybody will learn something, will know something. Come grab a youth and teach them because it has been 2 years since you them last been in school. But instead of you say that, you're going after tutors, lock down all tutors. Me could understand that. People, I could never understand that. Then me hear the man say again, hate speech law. I want to understand, you know, everything is set into place right before our eyes and we never know. Right? Deceptive. Even the people who support him and vote for him, even in constituency or West Kingston, they don't know. So now the hate speech law. I hear talk about hate speech law. And I say, me do a video upon that again, you know, people, couple video upon that again, you know. All who they hear me I talk about them sitting there and I say, hold on. Hate speech law. Then hold on. So we can't call bigger no more. We can't call fatty no more. We can't call maga man no more. In a Jamaica, when a man a 1 foot, a one in name. I'm a 1 year, a one in name. One and a one in name. And you know, feel no way, my answer to it. He feel proud to answer to it. And you know, yeah, a man black, he call blacker. Reds, brown man, copper, yellow. All them names they given to a light skinned man in Jamaica. And man answer to it, you know, and nothing. So hold on. So if you're gonna discriminate, if we're gonna have this hate speech law, what we are talking about? Is calling fatty fat that hate speech law. So I wonder where Jamaica go with that. That's when we hear about the hate speech law, people, that's when everything start come to me. Right back to the gender minister, Babsy Grange. Now you may say, that's when it all came to the eye. Right back to the gender minister. I'm gonna read something for you know, people can't get deeper. I want to share the worker tonight. I know me not come with nonsense. Yeah, man. So when we hear that people, me go right back to gender minister. I say, what can I hate speech law? Then he go right back to Miss Babsy Grange, that beautiful woman there. I say, oh, I say, what a man deceptive, man. For about what, 2020, him turn Babsy in a gender minister. So a long time him have that piece of sitting there, put on, and wait. Then we wonder why gender minister, no Jamaican know. Them not come and explain nothing to us. They try to hide and pushing all these things. Nobody come and explain. I have to go read these things, people. Someone can come to you with it. You know, hear from no major news in Jamaica. Reporter go sit down and ask nobody no question to explain some things, somebody some more, so the Jamaican people can understand what is this Samoa agreement about. So after me about the homeschooling, me do video on that. Me a sound a mash up education, but me never know say it connected to the hate speech law. Yeah, when me about the hate speech law, then me look on the gender minister, me see the connection. Me say, see there, people, I did videos on those. Me video them out there, you know, come here, see things. See? Then later on, we hear about gender neutrality. When we know say gender neutrality, when we see the police commissioner come out, come tell we say, like we can't call police woman no more. Me say, oh, see right there, sir? Gender neutrality. You understand me? Remember the police commissioner come out and said, you cannot call police female police female police anymore. You know, it's gender neutrality where a girl can go on the male track team and a guy can go on the female track team. A girl can go play with the reggae boys and a boy can go play with the reggae girls. Do you understand me? So here goes the first confusion to I and I. Because if you can't call a female police officer a female anymore, what if you have the first female police commissioner? How am I going to recognize the female or gender part of it? How am I going to do that? I want somebody to tell me clear in the comment section. How am I going to recognize, the gender? The first female police officer. Just like Babsy Grange, not Babsy Grange, Paula Llewellyn, she created history. She's the first female DPP out of Jamaica. So how would I recognize the first female, the first female gender becoming a DPP in Jamaica? So we need answer upon that, because that is not clear. So me understand, sir, when we see the homeschool, look on the homeschool, it's connected to the hate speech law, it's connected to the gender minister, it's connected to police woman cannot be called police woman no more, the gender neutrality. It's all connected, people. I'm going to put it together and say, say a Jim Squeechy, that brother Jim Squeechy thing in for the Jamaica people who now look. They not pay attention. That Jim Squeechy, man, that Jim Squeechy, the thing in for the people. No. Remember earlier one, when it was last year, a year before, there was a big row at Jamaica about this diplomat who was supposed to work at the embassy, but they never want to give him the diplomatic clearance to his boyfriend, like him, right? They never want to show him the same level of respect, right? Immunity, right? They never want Jamaica claim say they don't recognize him and blah blah blah. At that time, we do a video upon that too. I say, me don't know what that have to do with Jamaica, because that the man do it, we do must see that the man there. The man they probably do work where we work, walk, him no work where we work. We probably don't even see him at the embassy work. He probably not walk, or we probably never see them. If he come to our work, why the big row? And such man are playing brain. Right them time, then man are plan to come in with this, people. Deception. I don't think I look for them and say, hold on. Why such men are go so hard? You already have the flag up at the embassy a fly high. Since 2015, the Pride community been coming to Jamaica every year in August for Pride Month. Coincides with our festival, with our independence, because them planet to the planet and our independence, so they come to Jamaica does festivity. So you see them in the float on the road and stuff like that from 2015. Jamaica make whole heap of money from the Pride community, and I lie. Check out the travel agencies. Whole heap of group, they group them large when they come to Jamaica for Pride Month, which is in August. And I'm always going to come celebrate on August 6th with the independence. Check it out from 2015. Up at the university of youths up there who from the pride community. They have functions up there. Nobody bother them. Me don't hear nobody lick out against them. You know, people talk things about the G2K. Nobody lick out against them. It is what it is. Right? So I say, why such man go so hard? Pan this one brother and make a big deal out of nothing. You see that, people? People, I want if you see that. Look over here, son. Look over there, son. Look over here, son. Look over there, son. People, now watch him mouth. Watch him hand them. Now watch him mouth. A 3 card man, you know. Now watch him mouth. Watch him hand them. I want if you understand the deception right there, son. While the brother talk about say, big nice. And the people say, no, my boss is no fishman. My boss not do that. Turn down the backside man from his job according to the news and the media. Right? And a big thing about the man job up by the embassy when we know say a flag up there. Me know that. Me do videos and those also people. Hey, I know video me doing it. I hope I video me do, man. So we do video on that. Because they say, why such men are going so hard? We already have the flag. I fly up there, high up there. That means they recognize the thing. So stop with the nonsense. If you have that shows if we come from the community there, I go one country, I see the flag fly high. I'm welcome. So stop the nonsense. Stop the goddamn nonsense. I'm do video like that. And I know say since 2015, count how many years now. Jamaica been making money from the pride community. Because they cover Jamaica and you know them have party and have fun. Jamaica make a lot of money, now turn down their money. But at the same time, I say no to the diplomat. Never make no goddamn sense to me. So I go back to this. Yeah. Homeschooling with the tutors, they might cut out of Jamaica. Hate speech, that means when we see that, the homeschooling, the tutors, when we go back, come we never know why they might do it fine. And when we hear the hate speech law, then we go back to the tutor where they might cut out of Jamaica. I say no, say. I want the parents and take them picking out of school. Why would you talk about say parents must have credential? Which parents have credential are foreign for homeschool and picnic? As long as them grade up and them are submitted to school and everything is up to the time. You know, tell us if you have credential, then to go back to college for homeschool and picnic. And that help me, sir. So then put a big stumbling. Me I wonder why would I put such a big old log in the Jamaican people them way to homeschool and picnic? Me never understand it, people, until me hear about the hate speech law. I say, oh. I mean, I think so, you know, people, nobody not tell me them things. I mean, I use my own brain and I think. I say, oh, this is for when parents want to take them people out of school. Because Rasta man don't want to teach them certain things. Man, bonfire upon that and certain type of people across Jamaica. Parents, you know, imagine how much people are going to get caught up in that because they don't have no credential. Majority of people don't have no credential to teach. So what can I work for tutor? So what? You send them back to school? I mean, I understand why you make it so hard for the people. So that tell me, say, I keep them in a school when I'm about to teach them about the agreement. I'm going to read phone right now. You know. So I'm going to do my research. Share the video. I do my research, people. I'm going to come back to build up on my argument. And I would still want somebody from government come tell the people them something. Some reporters, some journalists, go do them work. I'm just a vlogger, you know. Independent journalist. That's why I'm saying support them platform, people, every time, every chance I get. Yeah. So let's get to it. Because the Samoa agreement a serious thing. You can see it. You know, man go sign and you know, flags of country that inner it, you know. You know, it is said that Jamaica did a whole lot look a bit. But in the end, Jamaica signed like everybody else. You understand me? Yeah, man. Jamaica signed. I'm read that for you guys before. So may I get to it right now. All right, international agreement in progress. See it there. European Parliament. Let's go there. Share the life, people. And like it up, man. Keep the algorithm going so more people can watch them thing, you know. At least the least you can do. I work your finger and like up the thing and share to some people on WhatsApp. You know, today some people sit down on them yard, they want to sit for watch, you know. Yeah, man, good sitting. Here I know. On November 15, 2023, the European Union, EU, and its member states signed a new partnership agreement referred to as the Samoa Agreement with member states of the Organization of African and Caribbean Pacific States, OASCPS, the multiple negotiation levels, the coronavirus crisis, and difficulties in reaching agreement on sensitive issues such as migration, management, and sexual and productive health and rights. We're not going no further, you know. Migration, management, and sexual and reproductive health and rights. I just them I go with that. So with that thing right there, me not gonna further with that. Me want to read something else to Uno. So that is the thing on the screen there. Me I show you a while ago. Me don't know what I go on, you know. But them need to come explain to the people of Jamaica a little bit more. Because it's not fair that the people them now get the news. You know, see it. But good thing we out here, you know. We out here. We are going tonight. Get ready, people. Yeah, man. Tonight, may I read from Human Life International. HLF. No, HLI, rather. Sorry. HLI. Human Life International. And listen to this. Neocolonialism, crippling African, Caribbean, and Pacific states, the Samoa Agreement. So, neocolonialism, crippling African, Caribbean, and Pacific states, the Samoa Agreement. This is updated on July 9th, 2024. So, in a to all, brand new family. So, enough thing they not tell we, you know, they have the winner dark like we are big old idiot. I think so we are bogo fool. And what do them, man? As of January 9th, listen to me. When I listen good enough. As of January 9th, let me see if you not hear me good, people. Comment section, I hear me good. Yeah, man. They not talk about this, you know. They say this is a trade deal, you know. I mean, I hear the Prime Minister walk around and talk about this trade deal and beat his chest like with everything else that is a win. Because if it's a trade deal, it's supposed to bring us jobs and whatever trade to make the country better. So why you're not going around the country telling the people about this? The people are totally in the dark. I've done a hear from like man for me. Them not hear it. No way. The news media would probably drop it at one time. Wish nobody know. Figure it out. And say it again. But me have to go foreign, go find information, come back to you guys all the time. Because Jamaica don't give you a lot of information. Let's go there tonight. As of January 9th, 2024, this treaty has received 2/3 majority signatures, which means that the EU has received all necessary signatures for the treaty to pass. No, the mission of pro-lifers is still to push parliaments to not ratify this treaty. Only 26 of the signatures have also ratified, and the EU is calling on other signatures to ratify. The EU is also offering $40 million as an incentive to sign and is threatening revoking aid for those who do not sign. When I hear that? Punishment, right? In that time, we have to stand up, you know. We have to stand up. We have to stand up and you have a leader have to take them people with them and say, look, guys, we're not going to have this no more, you know. We're not going to have that no more, you know. What you want? Introduce them things to the youth, or we not have this. You have to go reason with the people as a leader in them ideas. You're going to have all type of temptation that come your way, you know. What next if you stoop to this? Me just ask. Right? The two people. Because them punish people if you're not about to it. I mean, what you can do to me? That's why I say food security is the best thing. Eh? What Europe can do to me? What they say, Jamaica We not stand up our feet. We always a crawl on our hand. And I depend upon aid from these people. And look at me, I read that so. A 40 million euro, you know. Can look at me see dollar sign, but a euro, you know, say a euro. The EU is offering 40 million euro as an incentive to sign and is threatening revoking aid for those who do not sign. Finally, the East African Community, EAC, which HLI has worked with, which consists of 18 African nations, is calling on its members to not sign this treaty. Introduction. The European Union is pushing its abortion and gender ideology on African, Caribbean, Pacific nations. The EU ACP agreement, also called the Samoa Agreement, is a radical treaty that requires all nations in the ACP, African, Caribbean, and Pacific group to improve sexual, reproductive health and gender care. Them thing and them need to come explain to Jamaican people, because some Jamaican people will wake up tomorrow and get a shock. This is shocking, you know, to some people, you know. Yeah, but some people will wake up one man in Jamaica and get a shock. Because while everybody look over this and now pay attention, things gone south and don't look a picnic. People want to understand, say, the government signed it, right? All right. And that's why you see, all right, then if you never go south, Jamaica, look plain. Labor right and PNP and us, nobody will not care. If this man never that go on with the agenda, why not make the police commissioner come tell the police woman them say? Tell we say no call the police woman female police female. Why? Then why we have a gender minister? Then why them talk about cinema of hate speech law? Why? You know when the people we are not idiot. Now that me I tell you now, then why them talk about come down and pressure homeschooling with tutors? Why? When I using the head people, even if you're labor writers, so look funny good. You agree with this? I don't really we don't have a man over on a picnic and on the future and a grand picnic. Someone that said, "No, give a damn man will cuss me out for just dropping this video." Because a man prefer a man over the future of Jamaica and see them culture go change because of money. Look at homeschool, and when you see homeschool, they come up and tutor. What we just explained to you a while ago. The hate speech law, the gender minister, the gender neutrality thing where you hear the police commissioner talk about. You still not see nothing yet? No see it. Let me continue reading for you guys. The European Union is pushing its abortion and gender ideology on African, Caribbean, and Pacific nations. The European Union, African, Caribbean, and Pacific nation, the ACP agreement, also called the Samoa Agreement, is a radical treaty that requires all nations in the ACP, African, Caribbean, and Pacific group to improve sexual and reproductive health and gender care. What are the main concerns about this treaty? According to HLI's affiliate in Uganda, FR Opayo, and HLI's affiliate Luis Martinez, there are many concerns about this treaty. Threat to sovereignty. The ACP, European Union post-Cantano Treaty, grants disproportionate power to the European Union by allowing it to make binding decisions on 48 African countries. This undermines the ability of countries in the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States, OACPS, to exercise self-determination and make sovereign decisions. When I hear people, so tell me, say, we're going to take money for this, and we couldn't stand up as a people. You tell me, if I come to you as a leader and say, look, guys, this is what they want me to sign, and I refuse it. That's why you guys can't go to Europe no more, or this not coming no more. So let's look somewhere else, or we could put we hand on the ground and farm more, or do this more, and we could produce ourselves. You know, that's the way going forward for any leader in the world, people. That's if a deal don't look right for your country, you don't bend your country, try to shock your country by changing its culture overnight. Never even come to the people. I wonder when them there come. I want them a plan to come tell the Jamaican people what I want. I want them a plan to come tell the Jamaican people what I want. Imposition of the EU agenda. The treaty includes provisions in areas such as sexual and reproductive rights and sexual education. Now, people are telling me, say them start teaching people that at Jamaica already in a school. And that me I hear. Yeah, me I see them start teaching you them that me I hear. And me look on it again and say one more thing me add it up and say, you know why? Why do I make the teacher them a runway? The teacher them. I mean, why is that? You know, I mean, look when I say, no, so I run them around with the teacher and them talk about if bring other teacher from outside who will work with the agenda. Because they know, so they will get, if any resistance, the Jamaica teacher, they will resist it. Look for the good, no, man. If anybody would resist this, if I even look resistance, the Jamaican teacher them would. So why not just mash up education, run with the teacher them, and make it go? Boy, me I tell you, say, me I look, I saw me, I saw me think, I saw me believe, I saw me look on things. We try to add stuff up and try to make sense of that the nonsense what happened with the teachers. Why that happened? In the history of the country, that never happened. We could have at least pay with teachers and all them things there. This never happened. Right? We have worked stuff out with the teacher, but why not run them way? And the other teacher, them we're gonna come in, we have to pay them more, don't pay them more, pay for them place for them stay. Why that? Why is it gonna cost the country more to bring in other teachers? Is it to bring in the agenda? So I said, you know what? Them country them are bringing them teacher from, you know, and teacher I go with the agenda, you know. Them country there, them have different culture. Do you understand me? I say they are different culture. The Jamaica people they are different culture. So the other teacher them will just go along with anything. You understand me? So me I look and say no, sir. That's why they run the teacher them. As some think. All right. Imposition of the EU agenda. The treaty includes provisions. I want to hear this, you know, and labor rights. They now come out and tell we the detail of this, and we have a problem with it. They're not really, the Jamaican people are in the blind, and in the dark. The imposition of the EU agenda. The treaty includes provisions in areas such as sexual and reproductive rights and sexual education, which deceptively advance the EU's abortion and LGBT agenda in Africa. These provisions clash with the values and beliefs held by many OACPS countries, which uphold different cultural and religious traditions. Lack of safeguards. A key concern is that the treaty does not provide clear mechanisms for African countries to make reservations for declarations, including provisions that are contrary to their laws, their national laws, or cultural and religious values. That's why the group, when we read for you today, the group of family values, that organization in Jamaica, they wanted to get a clear understanding of what is going on and see, you know, a draft of what the government are do, basically what they must sign up to, and they did not do that until after. They did not do that. I don't think they do that up till date. They say they will make them see it before them sign it, right? And them sign it, and these people did not get what they requested, just to look at it to make sure, say, government now sign off the country, and everything is gagged and dark. The people them in the dark at Jamaica to clot. Why? Why the picnic I go away? When the Susie start shipload of man come to Jamaica if you don't look at boys. Stay there. And I'm gonna read other article where them say when we read like it when it go against the national law. What do you think is the national law in Jamaica? It's the constitution. The constitution, you know. Yeah, man, the constitution, man. Then the supreme law. That means that anything, whatever them come in with can go against the constitution. So me I wonder why such man are try to push the constitution so fast, because I want add all of this tonight. So you know go against the law. Because all these changes, you must change the law. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? Laws must be changed. So I'm sure somewhere in the constitution in Jamaica, they have provision for all of this wagwana. So I tell you. Me feel that in my belly. Ah, boy. Concern is that the treaty does not provide clear mechanisms for African countries to make reservations or declarations, including provisions that are contrary to their national laws or cultural and religious values. This could force countries to adopt policies and measures that could go against their core principles and beliefs. Now listen. Next, undermining the family and religious freedom. Rotted. Pastor, no come here. Pastor, where pastor then there? No come here, pastor. Anybody in a church call on the pastor, me send a copy of your church sister. One of the you know what the church sister know, so no over here because you look one bad, you look a while. Me apologize, man. Send the video go give church sister, man. Me not cuss man. So I read now. Hey. Make a read that what go on here.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church, is working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and plant this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can a nation do?
Thank you, family. A serious video this tonight, and a normal video this. You know, hear this in anyway. Undermining the family and religious freedom. More the religious people them, but God church listen to part and the pastor them. Because enough of the people in Jamaica in the dark, you know. I swear to God. Government and now come boast about this beautiful trade deal with them signed, named the Samoa Agreement. Because the details, Jamaicans are going to ask questions and they don't want answer. So I bring it up to you guys so you guys can hear. And the third video I do for the day, you know. So I open to learn by now. And this is the time I read the thing, you know. Undermining the family and religious freedom. In a global context of attacks on the family and restrictions on religious freedom, the treaty promotes special undefined rights for the LGBT lobby and undermines fundamental societal values and freedom of worship. This can have a negative impact on family structures and the ability of countries to protect and promote their own traditions and beliefs. Close. Now hear that? Now one of the pastor about certain fire. Lack of clear definitions. The treaty lacks a glossary of terms and definitions, which can lead to confusion and ambiguity in the implementation and evaluation of the agreement. This can result in divergent interpretations and conflicts regarding the application of certain provisions, making effective cooperation between OSCPS countries and the EU a challenging. Elevation of non-binding agreements. The treaty makes reference to over 80 international and regional treaties, strategies, initiatives, and programs that may not be legally binding, but including these references in a legally binding treaty, they are given a status and importance they do not inherently possess, leading to confusion and ambiguity regarding the actual obligations of the OSCPS countries. Unforeseen commitments. The treaty references the implementation of a future outcome for the ICPD and Beijing review conferences. This means that the OSCPS countries could be bound to comply to unpredictable measures and policies in the future without fully assessing the implications and consequences of such commitments. Contradiction with national positions. The treaty contains provisions that contradict the national positions of OSCPS countries. For example, there is reference to the destruction of ivory stockpiles in the context of combating wildlife trafficking under CITS, which contradicts existing national and regional policies regarding sustainable resource management. What they write that them Africa for get rid of them stockpile ivory. I don't know what I go on. Lack of provisions for declarations and interpretations. The treaty does not include clear provisions for OSCPS countries to make interpretive statements or clarify their positions regarding the interpretation of certain provisions. This hampers the ability of countries to express and protect their interests and principles within the framework of the agreement. So we are boy. We signed the agreement and we turn boy. If we don't do something, we get liquid yardstick, punishment, coercive measures. The treaty states that appropriate measures will be taken against countries that fail to fulfill their obligations under the agreement. The lack of clarity regarding specific measures and the scope of these measures can lead to undue sanctions or pressures on the OSCPS countries, potentially affecting their sovereignty and their ability to make decisions in their own best interests. So you want to tell me, say, if it even go against our constitution, we have a bend? Me just have question. That's why it is clear that these guys have a good press conference. Come go before the press or go sit down with somebody, come explain this out to the Jamaican people, because the kind of, you understand the people? And if you understand what Carlos say so, how many Jamaican people know this? Not a lot of them. I say when soon start see tourist shipper come to Jamaica with their man from Europe. But the soon start them boat come here straight from Europe, full of man. Or more of them are come out. They don't stay there. I remember read again about coercive measures. What am I use? The treaty states that appropriate measures will be taken against countries. Appropriate measures? What is appropriate measures? I think it would be inappropriate measures if we say, no, are you going to punish me? You see how them boy are going? It's like we have boy, draw them pants, make me beat you. Eh? We have no say. People are what this. You know, say we gone. Eh? Go over there. Whoa, punishment. Yeah, man. Finger sanction and your reggae sun splash. Coercive measures. The treaty states that appropriate measures will be taken. Appropriate measures, I sanction that, producer. Appropriate measures that become say, no, we just want to be my own man. No, man, it's a Christian country. No, Jamaica, you're the prime minister, I preach, man, I pray, man. No, man, and I must say, forgive him for that. I must say, I must have this. I must sign. He's signed this already, people. Man, sign already, Let me continue reading. Coercive measures. The treaty states that appropriate measures will be taken against countries that fail to fulfill their obligations under the agreement. The lack of clarity regarding specific measures and the scope of these measures can lead to undue sanctions or pressures on OSCPS countries, potentially affecting their sovereignty and their ability to make decisions in their own best interests. Backside. Boy, we say we have to stand up one day. We can't bend to all of this. You have country will stand up in. Yo, hell or high water, me I stand up with my people and say, look your people, they want me to do this. I me refuse. One other thing. Boss, no boss. You don't know fish. You don't know fish about. You don't know fish, boss. Now my boss, I do the right thing. We don't know fish, no fish out the place. Sorry. No, this now come to Jamaica no more. No, that now come to Jamaica. Sorry, no visa to Europe. Oh, people fly to Jamaica from Europe. Oh, you can't go back. Sanctions start lick people. Yo, boss. Yo, boss. Sign the thing, no, man. What the man not sign the thing, man? Yo, sign the thing, no, boss. People, we have to stand up for something. You can't have a cake and eat it too. Yeah, we have to stand up as a people. If a punishment, as Jamaican I say, anything or anything. When you hear Jamaican say anything or anything, you know, watch it. Me tell anybody yes so. When you hear a Jamaican tell you say anything or anything, him no or she no give a damn what happen if they got jail after them do what they do. Or what they do what they about to do. So anything or anything, that's how we look upon life. So what are the key issues? The overarching issue is that European Union is pushing the ACP to accept these radical Western standards, some of which are illegal in some ACP states. This neocolonialism threatens the sovereignty of African, Pacific, Caribbean nations. Let's go point by point. Fr. Opayo, Luis Martinez outlined the following articles. Article 36.2 of the EU ACP agreement requires African states in implementing sexual and reproductive health and rights, SRHR. Consequently, in June 2022, the EU resolution entitled On the Situation of Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights in the EU, defined as SRHR. When I hear that, Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights, is called SRHR, to encompass sexuality, education, sexual orientation, and gender identity. So you know what is coming next in the classroom in Jamaica, gentle people. Andrew Otis never come and tell the people this was never on the ballot. Jamaican people never vote him in, give him 2 terms for this guy. He can't walk around and tell the people about the Samoa agreement, family. Under Article 40.6 of the agreement, ACP governments are required to provide access to comprehensive sexual and reproductive health information and education. This is CSRHE. CSRHE is comprehensive sexual and reproductive health information and education. Coming to a school near you. Ask Andrew Oldest if I lie me I tell. Ask Gender Minister Babsy Grange if I lie me I tell. I stand to be corrected. All right. La 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 la. And the labor at them are voting for this, you know. Now, key want to them pick and then grand pick in. This you know want. Anyway. Under Article 40.6 of the agreement, ACP governments are required to provide access to comprehensive sexual and reproductive health information and education, CSRHE, taking into account the UN's controversial international technical guidance on comprehensive sexual education. The EU intends to fund and implement sexuality education programs in ACP countries that align with these highly controversial UN standards. They know it's highly controversial, you know, but money, and people take money for it, you know. Let me read again for you, cause I don't want you to miss out nothing a backside. The European Union intends to fund and implement sexuality education programs in ACP countries that align with these highly controversial UN standards. Article 65.5 of the Samoa Agreement includes a reference obligating African states to protect human rights defenders, acting at national, regional, and continental levels. This can be misinterpreted by the European Union in a way to obligate African states to advance LGBT rights of any kind or to protect the work of the LGBT or abortion rights advocates. ACP nations are expected to sit back and let these things happen when these activities are illegal in many African states and go deeply against their historical and modern culture. Under Article 80.3, the states are required to cooperate. The states are required to cooperate with the European Union human rights bodies and mechanisms and to fully support the work of the United Nations Human Rights Council, HRC. This mandates ACP countries to not only advance abortion, sexual rights, the LGBT ideology, and autonomous sexual rights for children, but also to advance abortion, sexual rights, and sexuality education for children. Only you know, say, I want to cuss about it again. The last video, I do cuss about it, you know. I don't want to cuss about it again. I want to share my video. I want to like that video. Put the thumbs up on it. Make more people get it, because some people in Jamaica don't know what a cracker strike. May I tell you now? Some people don't know. Oh God. Pick me. Yo. No, man, the people need to be educated about this. This upon the internet all about, you know, all different type of articles about the Samoa agreement. Some people just don't read. So if I me take for read and tell them what I want, I will. So on the article, this is threatening, this is serious. On the article 80.3, the states are required to cooperate with the United Nations human rights bodies and mechanisms and to fully support the work of the United Nations Human Rights Council, HRC. This mandates ACP countries to not only advance abortion, sexual rights, the LGBT ideology, and autonomous sexual rights for children, but also to advance abortion, sexual rights, and sexuality education for children. The HRC is strongly pro abortion for both women and girls. Indeed, the Committee on the Rights of the Child said states should review and consider allowing children to consent to certain medical treatments and intervention without the permission of parents. You remember me read about what going on in Canada for you guys? You remember me read about that, right? Me read about this. Anybody that follow me? Go watch those videos. Me have them on this platform. All right. States should review and consider allowing children to consent to certain medical treatment and intervention without the permission of the parent, caregiver, or guardian, such as HIV testing and sexual and reproductive health services. When I hear that, Clad, when I hear them things I go to Jamaica, me say me want to cuss about it again every time. Ah, boy. Including education and guidance on sexual health. Remember I tell about the guidance counselor and the teacher them at Canada. Help the youth them to change them name. Girl can turn a boy, boy turn a girl, and them lie to the parents. And the kids never tell the parents. Them can even care them and get certain type of treatment. Yeah, they can care them go get certain type of treatment, and the parents of Canada don't know. So this is when the state take the picnic away from you and teach them certain things. I may ask why a certain group have so much power that they might do this. Me not understand. We never do that as straight people. We never do all of this. Why a certain group? Why we give a certain group so much power to do this? It's beyond me. I would like somebody come tell me and educate me why. Want somebody educate me on why a certain group have so much power that this must come to a picnic them and all of this stuff, and you can go clinic, go to some medical stuff and be an appearance and back. And after I mean, who did it to our parents? Nobody did it to our parents. So what is this? Nobody did this to our parents. The people who create this and come up with this, nobody did that to their parents. I mean, I understand. I'd like someone to really explain to me. But I like my government of Jamaica come tell we Wagwan, that's so. Because I might be reading wrong or, nah, you understand me? Ah, boy. Read again. States should review and consider allowing children to consent to certain medical treatments and interventions without permission of a parent, caregiver, or guardian, such as HIV testing and sexual and reproductive health services, including education and guidance on sexual health, contracept, contraception, and safe abortion. Emphasis added. And this precisely the organization that ACP nations will be forced to support. Additionally, ACP states will be required to support the work of the United Nations Independent Expert on Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity, SOGI, which essentially legalizes homosexuality and same-sex marriages. Article 97 states, no treaty, convention, agreement, or arrangement of any kind between one or more member states of the European Union and one or more OACPS members shall impede the implementation of this agreement. I'm going to read that again. Article 97 states, no treaty, convention, agreement, or arrangement of any kind between one or more member states of the European Union and one or more OACPS members shall impede the implementation of this agreement. Bad man thing, you know? Yeah, man. Bad man thing. Yeah, man, a real bad man thing, man. I don't know what I'm going on. My government need to come explain this. Babs Granger, gender minister. I don't hear nobody attack. This is a supremacy clause, which means that the Samoa agreement is to trump other existing agreements between ACP countries. You see what I say? All right. No room for reservations. According to FR Opayo, inexplicably and against all practice of public international law, the Samoa Agreement does not include a provision, clause, article for reservation. Read again. The Samoa Agreement does not include a provision / clause / article for reservation. So reservations are exempting member states for any or many concrete provisions are not allowed. Signers are holistic signers. There is no way back. Emphasis added. So once them sign, them stuck for 20 years. Like let you hear that Archbishop told you about the other day. Where did the Samoa Agreement come from? FR Opayo responded to our questions regarding the Samoa Agreement and its background. According to him, this treaty traces its history back to 1975 when the Treaty of Lomé was signed. This lasts from 1975 to 1995. After its expiration, it was replaced by the Treaty of Cotonou, which lasted from 2000 to 2019. This in turn is being replaced by this new treaty, which is now being called the Treaty of Samoa or the post-Cotonou Treaty / agreement. This would enter into force in 2023 and is scheduled to last for 20 years. Negotiations for the Samoa Agreement began in 2019 and theoretically concluded in 20. So hold on. When Babsy Grange turned gender minister, on the come here, 2020. So such man did already plan to go with it. Such man did already plan to go with it. So by him getting Babsy Grange in order. People who see how everything will come out. You see how everything will come out. You see how them story are aging well. Share the life with somebody in a Jamaica anyway, so they understand what is going on in their own country. Because enough people really don't know. I swear to God. And that is what hurt me. Coming to hear them and talk about this. Remember, it was election in when? In 2020. Negotiation for the Samoa agreement began in 2019. So 2020, them put in Babs in place, start make them move. And don't tell the people them. Don't tell the Jamaican people, we know the Jamaican people stay. And the whole time, because you know, hold on there. And then what? You come out and after that and make nice about the brother where work at the embassy. And say, like, you understand me? After we have the flag at the embassy already, I make peer nice and rare. And from negotiation and go on from 2019. So it seems as if you already planned to say yes. Because Bob's the Greystone gender minister. Negotiations for me a Rastaman pick me, they can't fool me, me tell you all the time, Understand? They be a different youth. Now, negotiations for the Samoa agreement began in 2019 and they theoretically concluded in April 2021. All right. So when it's done, we already have a gender minister. Now 2020 gender minister come in, people. So by the negotiation done, gender minister line up, infrastructure set up, 2021. So, and then we just hear this brother come tell us, don't call police woman female. Yeah, you understand me? I say? So, you see everything I line up, then you hear about the hate speech law, then you also, the pressure upon tutors at home, and all these stuff will happen. I hope it makes sense in every sentence. Although, according to a statement from the Namibian government, they continue to negotiate and amend the agreement in secret negotiations from 2021 to 2023. People, what I'm hearing is that there are some countries in Africa, there are some Muslim countries who signed yes on it. But what I'm hearing is that it's just a trade deal them get. Because them know say them country now sign none of them. A matter of fact, some of them people in the country, some of the crime, a crime like that, people get death sentence, people. I read it. We do a lot of research before we come to this video. I'm not reading me doing people. People are not reading me do. We come here for this, just do this little bit of reading here. A long time I read. Hours. All right. So we see we read what we see. Countries like Muslim countries who sign yes to this agreement. Them can't go with none of them things and when them go with Jamaica, say we not call a female police female and you go teach a youth them certain thing in a school. Like man run with the teacher them in Jamaica because the Jamaican people them are their own teacher that are gonna be a resistance to this movement. People, that make sense to you? Tell me say that makes sense to you. Tell me say that makes sense to run with the teacher them because Jamaica teacher them are gonna resist. Bring in some other teacher when I resist. Tell me say that make backside. Tell me say for no matter raise no fool. Oh no matter raise no fool, yes sir. Tell me say it don't make no sense to you. To run with the teacher them, to get other teacher, because Jamaica teacher will resist. And this have to go to by all means necessary. Because this is the God of our God deal. Come here, people. Them careful, the rest of us. Hey. Oh, no, come here, people. A long time, me tell you, I know such man, Him knows, I know him, Him knows, I know him, All right. Me tell you all the time, so me know that brother there. And me know him, I think he's very transparent because me can read him every move. You can see it if you look good. So although according to a statement from the Namibian government, they continue to negotiate and amend the agreement in secret negotiations from 2021, 2023. So when I was reading earlier, I said, if Jamaica could get a deal like that, why have to run go sign it? Like, and then you come tell me say, must call police no female no more. So we see where I go with that. We here talk about gender law. We see where I go with that. The youth them tell them, me I say I teach you them funny things, flavor I teach you them funny things in that school. We see where I go with that. So we say, hold on there. How them could go to me are reading of people. Remember me are reading them. And it says their country who signed the Samoa agreement, but they now go with everything with them on it. And that's a trade part type them have to cover with them because if you go to them people, they place with them things and they catch you at death. I swear to God, people. I don't lie, me I tell you. and debt. And then people are now, some people are rather hungry before them bow, Some people are rather hungry before you can bring this to them, Think about if you come to the nation of Jamaica and say, look here, 1 2 1 2, Europe, look what Europe want to do, My punish And the people them will say to you as a boss, so and so. You don't think the man should bring the people there with him? Eh? Sure. I don't know what. May I ask Babsy Grange, what was wrong with the way how he was raised? Andrew Otis, what was wrong with the way how he was raised? What is this? I saw no they left Jamaica. When I mashed down everything behind, When I get old that age, when I dead left Jamaica and left it. And this one I do? For what? Why no other politician never do this? Nah, man. I mean, you might go and talk about, that pissed me off. But you know what? All of them things make me get out and start cussing, So let me go and read it, sir. Every time I do that story, make me feel like more and just chop up two of them, verbally. Me I talk about, all right. Human Life International has implemented different lobbying strategies through the first African Inter-Parliamentary Conference on Family Violence and Sovereignty. This resulted in the Entebbe Declaration and the post-Cotonou ACP-EU Treaty. HLI is also working through the dissemination of the position of the governments of Poland, Namibia, and Uganda, denouncing the abuses of this treaty. HLI is providing as many contacts as possible, mainly bishops, ambassadors, and ministers on 5 continents with information and guidance on the threats to life and family and to national sovereignty that this treaty entails in its article. How many have signed? This treaty, tragically, 46 out of 79 ACP nations have signed and 27 EU nations have signed. The remaining 33 nations have not yet signed. Of those 33, Luis Martinez expected many will end up signing, like Jamaica. Yep. Only about 10 nations have stated that they refuse to sign, including Namibia and Uganda. You don't want to punish them, but then people don't care. They started. Me say black people have to stand up one day. Black people have to stand up one day when the tired for white man push you around. When the tired for white man push you around, white man must think say them are God. We worship white Jesus. We walk on the street here when we know so we hear curly. We bleach out our skin. We thin out our accent that sound like white man. Hey, me say if me a white man, me gonna think say me a God man. If me a white man, nobody can tell me say me a God, Me say black people, why? Now we like we are idiots. Like we're up on the plantation, see away. After slavery was gone a long time ago. After slavery was gone a long time ago. You saw black leaders allow themselves to be used. Nobody have no balls. But then again, when you come here, people, could I talk or more and talk? Come here. What if your leader decides, say, me not sign this and they start get punished? You not ready? That's what I say. In every action like this, you have to carry the people with you. So the people understand, take them with you. Stop hide stuff from the people. Let the people know what's going on. When the people with you, as if ready, get it right in the people and say, look here. I lick the man lick we hat, come and say no to bat. The man lick we hat because we say no to bat. Guys, we get ready. I waiting Jamaica would say. What me say, are you ready? When they find out say you can't go to Europe, or you can't get to this, or you can't get to that. Whatever sanction they want to think for, when I come back, I want to do something to the politician. Remember what happened to Michael Manley? Same thing going to do with Michael Manley. So let's read some more about the Samoa Agreement. Share the life, people. More Jamaica need to know about what's going on within our tell we. Huh? Ah, boy. The Samoa Agreement requires 2/3 majority to ratify it. All 27 EU nations and 53 out of the 79 ACP nations to enter into force. Otherwise, the treaty will fail. But them just sign it. Because them threaten them. We're not ready yet, black people. You think we're ready yet? You think we're ready for separation yet? May I ask you? Suppose, say, for instance, America, I put certain things on Jamaica, and Jamaica said no. And America start punish me. We're not ready for that. We're not going to get rid of the leader, just like we do Michael Manley. Can't hold on no gut. Look at the good, man. You think we're ready yet as black people? Just look at all of us, not just the leader. Look at all of us. Just look at how we would react if such thing like that happened. Look, sanctions that hit Jamaica from the US. Say, US said Jamaica so and so and so. Jamaica said, no, that's not us. The people are not in that. And US say, oh, or even Europe, sanction, start conk with Jamaica up. The people, are you ready? Are you ready? I don't think we're ready yet. We have to westernize, Americanize, Europeanize. I don't think we're ready yet. I do not think we are ready. No wonder the leader them sign the damn thing, because they probably cut off their neck. On the same one. Yeah. Maybe if Andrew never sign it, on the same one, they're going to do him something. And a lie, you have to look on it all different way. Me have to be honest and fair with other people, because people may deal with that too, you know. Maybe if Andrew owners never sign this, and pressure come down upon we, on the same one. So all of them need their bow out, except a few. Yeah, countries who stand up and say, they don't sign it. Deputy Prime Minister of Namibia, Honorable Netumbo Nandi Datawawa, whatever her name, published this statement regarding Namibia's refusal to sign. She cited multiple concerns. Oh, backside. Why? Maybe you hear she say, the Deputy Prime Minister, yeah, Nandi, published this statement regarding Namibia's refusal to sign. She cited multiple concerns, including that the agreement would bind nations to outcomes and processes that cannot be foreseen. That's a smart way to look at it. That the agreement did not define its terms, rotted, and that it does not allow for reservations. What? No chattings. No chattings. Her fellow ACP members would do well to heed her warning. Huh. La 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 la. What's next? Countries up until January 1st, 2024. It's in agreement, people, because I read that for you earlier. It's in effect. It's a work, people. The Samoa agreement is a work. It's a work already in January 1st this year. So you will see flavor that come with different flavor education for our kids in schools and stuff like that. What's next? Countries have until January 1st, 2024 to put the agreement into effect. It's already, I read that for you already. It's already in effect. To defeat the agreement, 27 countries need to refuse to sign. If the treaty gets a 2/3 majority vote, the treaty will pass. Those nations that do not sign onto the treaty will not be bound by it. But as part of the ACP, they will also face political and economic pressure to accept it. When you hear me, I say, people, when we are going to stand up with the people, them and say, people, make we plant up more corn, because them are come with the punishment because I said, no, to the local picnic, them where them are come for. Them are plan to come with ship load. A man from Europe, come for look, yo, like black man still upon plantation to rat. When they look on it, you know, when they look on it, like we're not free. No, we're not free, man. If a white man from Europe can come push on anything, we take him and I sign him, man. We're not free. No, sir. Jamaica need a leader one day will stand up, you know, and take the people them with you. Tell the Jamaican people them the truth and say, look here, and this them I try to do. I just saw the thing setting up people. Come on, man. When we gonna stop take lick? We take lick, so boy, I do that. Boy, I do that. Move that boy. I will run. Brother, come on, man. What's next? Countries have until January 1st, 2024 to put the agreement into effect. To defeat the agreement, 27 countries need to refuse to sign. If the treaty gets a 2/3 majority vote, the treaty will pass. Those nations that do not sign onto the treaty will not be bound by it. But as part of the ACP, they will also face political and economic pressure to accept it. Those nations that do not sign this treaty will risk losing foreign aid and disaster aid from the European Union and would not have access to loans from the European Investment Bank. Why would I look somewhere else then? Screw you your loan, screw you your aid, screw you your disaster stuff. We don't can survive. We don't can survive. Yo, stuff like this, you have to take the people with you. But like then again, me say you have to look at it, the advantage and the disadvantage of your action, you know. You have to look at it again and say, all right, leader say, me now go with this. Screw middle finger. And if sanctions start coming, is the people gonna go with you and say, boss, we know say this not coming, but you better this than that, boss. We never want that. You better we get the punishment more than that. You have to have the people who is willing to work with you, or else those people vote your ass out and vote in somebody who will sign it. It's just clear. Because people look for food and the bottom line, people don't care about nothing. Oh, it needs some strong people in the black community, especially today. According to Luis Martinez, the resolutions of the General Assemblies, the agreements of the summits, and all the joint work of the OSCPS would be revolving around provisions of the ACP-EU agreement, and therefore more and more minority of non-signatories would be feeling relegated and excluded, even without being sanctioned, as such as they could begin to be excluded from preferential tariffs or favorable trade situations from signatory countries. So what happened to what? Them not turn the rest of the country them who sign. So all for one and one for all. So basically, the country who sign up for the thing, the whole of them that work against you also. So Europe will get black countries return against black countries. So they make the white man trick you again. You saw them make the white man trick you again. We don't come off of the plantation yet. Me I tell the black people. Me say for me and the white man, me feel like me a God. You no couldn't tell me nothing. If I'm me and the white man, me that feel like a God, you can't tell me nothing. Because you don't have no sense. You're an idiot. I saw me that look at it. Look at you. Everybody want to look like me. The female them wear my straight hair, knowing that their hair is not straight. You got beautiful African wool hair. You know, covered all the best. You chop my head hard, man. It does hard. Me can't bother my head. Me just put on a wig on my time and go work. That easier. White people see that about people and say, look on a black woman in a blonde hair. She have a blonde and she black. You didn't know people that white people are people, so black people are bleach. Look on them, they're bleaching. Look, black people are putting all blue, green contact lens. White people say, look at that. Trying to look like us. Look at that black person. She her eyes blue. Laugh off of me. Yeah, you think, you know, the thing we are do, you know, you come from anywhere we come from, become a white man country, all of a sudden, it's like you know, speak good, especially in the black community, unless you talk like a white man. People say, Carlos, you chat too bad, you know. Enough time people tell me that you know want me to not my accent. You know long me there foreign. You know long me there someone that come in 2 months and I know you don't understand them so straight white out because you not talk good until you start sounding like the white man. If your own family will tell you, say, boy, you don't say you chat too bad. We can chat like a Leonard. You say chat like a Leonard, because put your word together like a Leonard, no, man. Because Leonard start to sound like the white man. That is what black people recognize as sounding good. Man, I bleach out them skin. Same thing. So if you're the white man, how you feel? You could have been good pan English. You could have a doctorate in English to backside, come from any country. But because you have a certain accent, you're not perfect until you rub out your accent and sound strictly white. And when a black man sound white, gets what black people say. Why? He's intelligent. So no, if you're a white man, tell me say how to feel a certain way like you're God. Don't stay the black people and are wise up. Me a Rastaman pick me, man. Me look one thing different. Ah, boy, let's continue. Should this treaty be passed, HLI's mission network manager, Michelle Francis, explained that the European Union would have much greater power within the United Nations. ACP nations would be forced to side with the EU in United Nations decisions, giving the EU undivided support from 40% of the world. This in turn would weaken the US standing in the United Nations. What can be done? Awareness is key. When it comes to this treaty, fortunately, there are some things that can be done. Send an email to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of your country, as well as to the ambassador of your country, to the European Union, and the ambassador of country to the OSCPS. Send an email to the bishops of your diocese and your national episcopal conference, informing them about the dangers of this treaty and the urgency for them to do whatever is within their power to prevent it. It's already signed, people. Send an email to the members of parliament and or senators of your country, particularly those in the Committee on International Affairs, warning them about the dangers of this treaty and the urgency to prevent its ratification in your country. Make efforts to call, or even better, visit diplomatic, religious, and legislative leaders from the aforementioned points. If you have the means and contacts to personally approach them, you have a valuable opportunity to stop this terrible threat firsthand in your country. If your country does not adhere, but the OSCPS reaches 2/3 of signatures, your country will be pressured with economic, trade, and political sanctions from the European Union and the OSCPS to adhere or alternatively leave the OSCPS. Backside. If you have access to media or contacts with journalists or media outlets, raise your voice and ensure that this issue is brought to public debate and opinion. Very little is being said about this treaty, and silence only helps it progress. Most importantly, pray, dedicate this issue to Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and entrust the EU. I read the people. Most importantly, pray, dedicate this issue to Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and entrust the EU, European Union, and the ACP nations to their protection and care. This article was compiled based on reports written by and correspondence and interviews with F.R. Opaya, Luis Martinez, and Michelle Francis, and Human Life International. So HLI, they also have ebooks. You can check them out. Yeah, like I said, if I got foreign, go bring back news to you guys, because Jamaica now bring this story. Now, sir, I have to read like a bedtime story to the people them tonight. Get to the coffee. Sure. If I just say I have to go, I have to go. Yeah, man. It's signed, people. And November, it's signed November. It's a Jamaica signed it. Me already it's a Jamaica signed the thing already. So that is no nothing that we are question. Jamaica signed already. 39 anti-LGBTQ countries, including an Islamic Republic, that signed the Samoa Agreement. Come here. Did Nigeria improve same-sex marriage by signing the Samoa Agreement? That has been the big question since country signed the agreement on June 28 in Brussels, Belgium. According to European Council, the Samoa Agreement is the overarching framework for European Union EU relations with Africa, Caribbean, and Pacific ACP countries. The foundation agreement was signed on November 15, 2023, and took effect in January 1, 2024. See it? It take effect in January 1, 2024. Expect some things to move up and down in the country. Just give Andrew Honest 4 more years. Just give 4 more years and everything will be all right. Expect some things to move in the country. Mark Golden told can't say a word. Him not say nothing. Mark Golden not say a word, you know. Me don't know why. Mark Golden not say a word. No, sir. No, sir. I want if Michael Manley that sign this. Who do you think Michael Manley that sign this? Tell me the truth. Who do you think Michael Manley that sign this? First question. The foundation agreement was signed on November 15, 2023 and took effect January 1st, 2024. It in effect already, and some Jamaica people don't even know. People still ask me up to recently, what is the Samoa agreement? Up till today, people ask me, what is the Samoa agreement? To serve as a new legal framework for European Union relations with 79 countries collectively, forming the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States, OACPS. It will last for an initial 20-year period. Checks by the cable reveal that because of the mention of sexual orientation and gender identity, understood to be LGBTQ rights, many ACP countries, including Nigeria, refuse to sign. A compromise was reached, providing that the parties will commit to promote, protect, and fulfill all human rights, be they civil, political, economic, and social or cultural. Me also see another article that said that Nigeria did not sign. But look here, countries that did not sign are turned around and signed. You hear me? So this is current article. Include Jamaica too. This is July 8th. So this is not all. So maybe it's signed already, you know. It signed for November last year. The agreement covers 6 priorities. What are the priorities? 6 priority areas. Let me tell you what the Samoa Agreement is about. Democracy and human rights, sustainable economic growth and development, climate change. That's why you hear them talk. All of a sudden, here, Andrew Ones and Nigel Clark are talking about climate change. You ever hear them talk about climate change so yet? They might push the agenda, people, big time. Let me read again. This is what the agreement covers: 6 priority areas: democracy and human rights, sustainable economic growth. Well, we don't have that. People at the 2030, you know, so this is the 2030 vision. At the 2030 vision, so if Andrew Ones say the 2030 vision is not going to be met, why? No make sense to push this. Nobody push this, that part, yeah. Because a 2030 vision, you know, people. They might try to change the world at 2030. Democracy and human rights, sustainable economic growth and development, climate change, human and social development, peace and security, and migration, mobility. Look, human rights, democracy and human rights. Democracy and human rights is a big and broad. You see the area that it covers. Listen to me. The agreement covers 6 priority areas: democracy and human rights. Tell me where you find the gender neutrality in all of these topics. Democracy and human rights. And that's where we find it. Sustainable growth and economic growth and development. Climate change, human and social development. DESOTO, human and social development. Peace and security and migration, mobility. Before the Samoa Agreement were the Lomé Convention and the Continental Agreement signed in 1975 and in 2000 respectively. Wow. Signatories to the Samoa Agreement are 48 African countries, 16 countries from the Caribbean, and 15 Pacific countries accounted for about 2 billion people. So all the African countries right there, so all the Caribbean countries, including Antigua, Barbuda, Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Cuba, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, St. Christophe and Nevis, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. St. Vincent and Grenadines, St. Lucia, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, United Sign, Pacific, Cook's Island, Marshall's Island, Solomon Island, Fiji, Kiribati, Micronesia, Nauru, da 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 da. All of them island there. Nigeria Same-Sex Marriage Prohibition Act, SSM MPA, passes in 2014, prohibits lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender rights, and criminalizes marriages between people of same sex and civil unions. Nigeria's legal position on same sex marriage was what fueled the uproar that followed its signing of the Samoa Agreement. On Thursday, a media report claimed that some clauses of the agreement allegedly compel underdeveloped and developing countries to support the LGBTQ, but for recognition. But remember, people read further down in this report. What they are saying is that these countries are they are Muslim country, and them now gonna sign over Muslim country and them law will kill you if you go that way. So they're not gonna compromise that for the agreement. That's what me read. And them have to cut the LBGTQ part out of it. That's what me read also. So I was thinking, why Jamaica couldn't get a deal like that? Are we too soft? Are we, you know? Mm, yeah, man. So like this, for Mauritania, a Muslim country, same-sex sexual activity is prohibited under the Penal Code, which criminalizes acts against nature. The provision, with its origins in Islamic law, carries a maximum penalty of death by stoning for men and imprisonment for women. When we read that, we said, Jesus Christ, they've stoned to death. I said, no, sir. Whoa, no, sir. Them serious people. When we read that, we say, mighty God. No, sir. Me not stone to death. For me, me I never do that. That's why. I don't think it should have get to that. I don't something. Some people think otherwise, but no, sir. I don't think we should hurt nobody. Mm-mm. So, no, these are, I read for you people, read some of these things. Yeah. In Sudan, a conservative Muslim country, same-sex relation is prohibited under the 1991 Penal Code with maximum penalty for life imprisonment. The law previously allowed for flogging and death penalty until 2020 when it was relaxed. East Africa's Cameroon's laws, influenced by French, Islamic, and customary laws, prohibit same-sex marriage with a penalty of 5 years imprisonment and a fine. That these countries have criminalized LGBT sexual relations yet signed the Samoa Agreement gives further credence to the fact that the agreement does not mandate them, Nigeria inclusive, to become a pro LGBTQ. So when I read that, I was such man I do then. I force it pan we. So if all these other countries where Muslim country get stoned and all them things their feet, why you sign it? Me say we need some. I swear to God, me I love to sit down with all them and ask them some questions. You see, me I say why you bring it to it? If all this country they've signed some more agreement, I'm read is all about trade. They can't come with the other part to them because man gets stoned under Sharia law. And we read it for you, and that is just a few of the country where them outline that me read. So that these countries have criminalized LGBTQ plus sexual relations, yet signed the agreement gives further credence that the fact that the agreement does not mandate them, Nigeria inclusive, to become pro LGBTQ. It is worth noting that among the signatories are also countries that have legalized same-sex marriage through court decisions or legislative actions. Ah, boy. So I hope you guys see what is going on in the world. I hope me open the eyes enough. Guys, hard to look. Google it, check it out for yourself. Go on anywhere you want to look. Find out what's going on with this thing. The Samoa agreement. Ask the internet any question and the internet will answer you. The phone in your hand is a computer. Use it, people. Yeah, man, Barbados don't sign, man. They've signed, Mm-hmm. Barbados, say, Barbados sign, man. Let me go back to it. Yeah, man, about this Barbados. Them, them, everybody are money, people. Money and pressure. Antigua and Barbuda, Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Cuba, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, St. Christophe and Nevis, St. Vincent and Grenadines, St. Lucia, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Black people don't no slave. Mr. Slave, Mr. We're not free yet. If anybody believe otherwise, you let me know in the comment section if we're free. Mr. We're not free yet. From the Caribbean to Africa, leaders are the worst. How many goddamn time I tell up on my platform, the guys up me and tell you, we don't stand up for nothing. We're not free. Where the freedom there? Most of the countries, Ransom McLean said, most of the countries that stone people to death are not as licky and beggy as Jamaica. Whoa! Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Jamaica is not special. Wow. Yes, wellness warrior. Barbados did sign. Yes, they did sign. Wellness warrior. Yes, this them always talk about this hurricane. We have oil and gold. We don't need them. Andrew didn't have to sign, but because they want the money for themselves, they're rather to sell us out. I think everybody have got to stand up on it. Yo, me say, if we don't stand up, me say, remember Michael Mann, the vision for us. That's the only way. Remember Marcus Garvey vision for us. We stray and we're going to Europe. Everybody want to be European. Remember, the other day, me tell that video like this. This is not the first video I'm doing. Me say, we have to go back to foundation to be better people. We're too fast. We're too out there. We're too westernized and Europeanized. You must say, people, if that never happened to we, how we are, they stick to the roots, Bob Marley, the Marcus Garvey way. The Marcus Garvey way. Them man that put the roadmap on then here come the Michael Manley. Kind of like him a study Marcus Garvey. Self-reliance. Self-reliance. So if these people say, look, don't send no more grain to Jamaica. Me don't want you to send no more because they never this. No send no more this there. No send no more rice there. When them have flood and hurricane, no send them no help. People, we have to stand up for ourselves. We have to, as black people. We have to go back. Remember Carlos said that, man. We have fly too fast and high. And still we ain't crap. We ain't shit. Sorry for my language. But we ain't nothing. Because if somebody can impose something upon we and we say, no, you punish me. You can't send me to shop. I'm say me no want to go shop, because rain and fall out there. You punish me. Then me no beggy. Me a beggar. I'm nobody. I'm just a beggar. And I can't do without your food. And if I don't go out in the rain, you're not going to give me no food. You send me to shop and rain and storm out there, And they want soup me and me put me back and me have to go rain for you, go shop for you because you're not going to give me no food. Rastafari, no. Can it be contested by the new government? I have no clue. I've not heard Mark Goldie say anything about it. I come on my page numerous times and I make nice about it. And in a many different ways, and I don't hear nothing. So we decided tonight so me go read something about it. You know. Oh boy. Mm-mm. Me I tell the people things are changing in our country, you know. May God help us all. Now, well, for the people that we are support Andrew Owen, it's where this I go. And them not coming out and tell us anything about it. After Andrew took all the money from all over the world, he must get 28 to 100 bank accounts plus Coca-Cola. Karen. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Some of the files here that our women wear are acquired from dead people from India and China. Wow. Jaja. China, India, dead people here. I'm sure all horse here, I see people. Yeah, man, people wear horse here. Me never see one girl at Jamaica cut off a horse here, but at Jamaica, you know. I think at Jamaica, the girl cut off a horse here, man. Now the Jamaica. She really cut off the horse here for real, horse tail. Yeah, man, I see a girl cut off a horse tail before I use it. You not gonna know the difference. Come and dance tonight, she look nice, man, and hot. Put on the powder on her face and eyelash, and you're not gonna say she, man. She'll fool you. Yeah, man. Guys, what do you think about this story? uh, uh, mm, mm, mm. Ah, boy. What take Irving Palmer? Maybe black him from the class. Something wrong with him today. Something joke him. Wow, Mr. Palmer. I don't know what me read here. I hurt you so bad. I just read it up. I just read me not discriminate against nobody, no brother. Irving Palmer, me not discriminate against you, you know. How are you, man? No, sir. You couldn't do that. So you can't live a life, brother, you know, if you go on up on the platform. Me not do that, brother. Who never do that? Me not discriminate against people. Nah, man, me not do that. You know, my father wouldn't burn out nobody as a Rasta man now. Nah, man, my father will show you love same way, man. I saw me stay same way. My father never burn out nobody like that. He will teach you certain thing and teach you right from wrong and make you know what no good, no go over there, so. But my father nah really just go see a man and burn him out and nah, man, my father will show you love. If he stand up and talk to you too and try to put something in your head, that's how my father stay. So I kind of like to take off on my father in that sense. The pastors in the church need to educate their congregation on this agreement. Most of the church people don't listen unless pastors say, I saw it go. And a lie. And a lie. And a lie, you know? You think a lie. A pastor tell the whole congregation, run out of doing that they raid around the church 6 times. They do it, you know. They say, Pastor powerful, you know. Oh man, brother, I seriously got so much power. Pastor can see rain out to fall out the door and tell the congregation, get up. Run around your church 3 times and forget them blessing. And they get to run. Say a lie, me I tell. Tell me say a lie, me I tell. You don't know say a lie, me I tell, man. You think they pass the normal? And the church people, them, especially women, them in a man. And them weak, you know. And always I try drag man come to church. Always I try drag man come to church. And me no want to come to church, man. Go on to church and left me. All them things they make woman all end up with all the pastor and left you the pastor do something to your woman at church and you don't even know, you know. You left pastor your wife too much. Mm. So people, want to think about this. Tell me what you think in the comment section about this. And it's Jamaica thing we are talking about, and it's not looking good. I think they need to come, and I you know, I stand to be corrected, like I said. when I just started. Yeah, I read all these articles. You guys can go read them too. You know, me post as much as me can so you guys see where me I get me stuff from. Yeah, you guys can go up on Google, go type it in, educate yourself even more. Because there are way more information out there than this. Do you understand me? You know how much read me read tonight? Today, before me go up, hours me I read for before tonight. Yes, so there are a lot more information on this and videos and everything. You can go educate yourself and send articles and links, videos like this. Go give your loved ones in Jamaica so them can, just so they can open them eyes and expect the unexpected. Me get fair understand, so them are teaching you them in a school already. Because there's such man a move with the agenda. Because I'm already tell the commission if come tell police them say, you can't call female police female. You see me I say? You see me I say? And Mark Golding on the next side quiet. I mean, I know what I go on. That's why sometimes I worry about him, Ah, boy. Anyway, people, thank you so much. I country over everything. Thank you for watching this video. As usual, I am a student in your class. You see me? Make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. Don't come on the platform with every family. We're not F with nobody. If you're political, I don't like what I do. Just go on somewhere else, man, and come back next time when I not do so much of a video where I dig so much. Nobody do that, because me black and delete up on the page. I don't want do me no like to do that. But if you come in my class, right? Say in one class and somebody disturb it, or a meeting, we have family, we have a discussion and so we have a function, and somebody come in and disturb it. Kick them out, man, they get kicked out, And that's how you go. So thanks to everyone who tune in today. Share this if you think somebody will hear this. My name is Jamaican Carlos, people. I'm out.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our joy, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame. What a travesty. Calls for us to think and think deep.
We all see what's happening with Andrew and the Integrity Commission. So let me explain it to you as best as I can in layman's terms based on what my understanding of the article and the documents that I've read are. So essentially, Andrew Holness and his wife owned a number of companies. In their earnings reports over the last few years, there are some inconsistencies in the growth of their earnings and their net worth and assets and deposits. So essentially, what the Integrity Commission is now saying is that in order for them to certify his earnings, they would need to have a further breakdown of his expenditures and expenses for each of the companies. So they would need that in order to then go ahead and certify and say he's okay. So essentially, Andrew is saying that he's not willing to give them that because that is a breach of his privacy. So what he is now challenging is a portion of anti-corruption legislation, saying that is unconstitutional because what they're asking for does not protect his privacy. And everything that's in the Constitution, such as the right to privacy, it takes precedent, meaning that it supersedes anything that comes after, such as like anti-corruption legislation. So if in essence, it breaches his constitutional right for privacy, then he does somewhat have a case. Now, I'm a huge supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. Everybody knows this. However, at this juncture, I'm not able to continue to make excuses for the Prime Minister. What he is attempting to do is actually quite disgraceful and disappointing. Years from now, we will look back at the Andrew Holness tenure and be disgusted at some of the things that we have allowed to happen. Now, while I have genuine love for Andrew and I think he is much better of a leader than the opposition, I think that there are a lot of blunders that have happened in his leadership. The Prime Minister's wife being in representation and politics has always caused ethical concerns. The fact that he snuck her in as a member of Parliament and then promoted her to Speaker of the House is highly inappropriate. And while I don't question her effectiveness, as I think she's excelled in both roles, it's definitely always been a conflict of interest. While I've traditionally supported the Jamaican Labour Party and Andrew Holness and his administration, I think that it would be in very good taste if he just gave them what they wanted. It would also show that he respects the Integrity Commission and the anti-corruption legislation. The fact that he's going to these lengths to not comply with their request shows that he has a lot to hide.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church, is working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and plant this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can the nation do?